Are we rolling?
Yes. Oh, we're at 9. We're at 10 minutes. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Dalton with Resolutions Healthcare. Welcome to another video in our Client's Journey series. Like, share, and subscribe on whatever media platform you're seeing this on. It really helps us get these videos out to more people so they can see the amazing work we're a part of, what we do, how it helps our clients. We don't want y'all to just hear from us. We want y'all to hear from them firsthand, the kind of treatment that they're getting and what is most beneficial to them. So, with that, let me introduce Ashley. Welcome, Ashley. How you doing today?
Thank you, Dalton. I'm doing great. So first, I would just like to say hi to everyone watching. My name is Ashley. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Oklahoma. And do you want me to give a little bit of my back history?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So what has led me to Hidden Oaks was I started my addiction about 7 years ago. My story is probably similar to everyone watching. If you struggle with addiction, with whatever that may be. I was 27 years old and I just hit a crossroads, about 60 days ago to where I didn't really want to live anymore, but I didn't really want to die. And so I just surrendered to God and put everything in His hands, and it led me to the beautiful and peaceful Hidden Oaks where I've been for the last 30 days. And it's been amazing. It's been an awesome journey. And I'm very happy with the choice of being here, and I encourage you to watch the podcast and just look into what all Hidden Oaks has to offer.
Awesome. Thank you, Ash. You said something I want to dig into a little bit. You said you hit a crossroads about 60 days ago. So tell me, your addiction started about 7 years ago, and then you hit that, sounds like the bottom, about 60 days ago. What was your addiction like from 7 years to 60 days ago? Was it?
Okay, so for me, my DOC, which is drug of choice, was methamphetamines. I introduced myself to that at 27, so I've had very high and low moments for the last 7 years of my addiction. I've hit bottom before. I went to a rehab treatment back in 2019, but I wasn't fully ready, but I was court ordered to go there, so it wasn't really my wants or my choice at that point in time.
Right.
I was able to stay clean for about 3 years that time, so I had a good 3-year run with sobriety, but I went back out after the loss of a loved one. And I had probably I would say 11, 12 month stretch of use every day of methamphetamines and drinking, just anything that numbed my emotions. I was going to do it.
Right.
And I hit that point to where I knew, and I had seen myself in better positions and in better places. And I just didn't want to live that way anymore. But at that point in time, I wasn't able to help myself. So it was, do I just die and contemplate it? But how selfish, which we have all at some point in addiction thought about it. If you do reach out for help, because help is there.
Right.
And I just started praying, God, I don't want to die. I've hit this crossroads and I have nowhere to go. I was homeless. I was homeless for about 5 weeks before I got here to Hidden Oaks. And really, I just surrendered to my higher power at that crossroads because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help myself.
Yeah.
I had about 10 days clean on my own, and I went out and relapsed again. I have overdosed 3 times in the last 11 months on fentanyl. So for me to be sitting here with Dalton today to be able to tell this story and to just show all of you back at home that there is a possibility to get clean and sober and to live for sober, happy memories, it's a blessing.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, you said one thing that I think clicks with the majority of addicts is you were just searching for anything that would numb your emotions. And we get to a point where we're so stressed out, or life is so chaotic. And a lot of that is by choices we've made in the past. We make life chaotic, um, but then we just use anything and everything we can to try to numb those emotions
Absolutely.
out. But one thing that I always say in my groups that I teach is there's no matter how high you get, you're always going to come down. No matter how drunk you get, you're always going to sober up. And we just keep chasing that numb, that dead to our emotions day after day, and it's just an endless cycle
It is.
until you reach the point where you finally reach out for help.
You hit the crossroads of higher power help me.
Yeah, yeah, you got to. It comes down to that. All right, so that's kind of a little bit about Ashley and her journey, and just thank you for sharing that with everybody.
Absolutely.
I know there's somebody that is going to speak to. Our stories always speak to somebody. And that kind of tells us a little bit about how you knew it was time for treatment.
Hmm.
So you've been with us at Hidden Oaks for
Today's my 28th day,
28th day, leaving on
leaving on
Friday, leaving
Friday.
in just a couple of days. So what did you learn at Hidden Oaks that you think is really going to help you stay on this path?
So first, I'm going to touch on just emotions because we have a lot of emotions that as addicts we don't feel. That's the whole point of our use, is to not feel those emotions.
Right.
Um and I will say that's how am I trying to say this? That's one thing that got me here too, is watching these podcasts at home. So I got to see Dalton. I watched one of his, and they say, you say it, feel it, sit with it, and let it go. You
Which
gotta,
came from one of our other alumni that I stole it from.
right?
give
But
give her credit.
and I've learned to just my self confidence and my self worth.
Yeah.
I've you all, every one of you here, have taught me how much I'm valued. Valuable. I am valuable and worthy. And so just having that self worth and confidence being, them giving me the tools to realize my worth again is amazing in itself. So
Ashley, what did you think about the staff at Hidden Oaks and the groups that they taught? Tell me a little bit about that first. Tell me about the different groups that you were a part of.
okay, so a normal day for me here at Hidden Oaks was, I'm in class by 9 in the morning, and that's a group setting. So we go through group therapy together, myself and all the other clients here, and it's just been it's been peaceful, and the connection helps. Um, I can't say that I've had a staff member here that I've had a problem with at all. Everybody is just loving and open and caring. They want the best for you. Um, it's just been a really good experience for me, and hopefully someone watching may give it a try. Um, but I can't stress enough just the support and the love, and just you all want us to do so good even after we discharge from here. Um, they threatened to call me and be checking up on me too after I leave here. But that just shows how close we all are and how close the staff really is with clients, and they really do have your best interest at heart. And that's how I have felt my stay here at Hidden Oaks.
And the last thing I like to do on these client journeys is offer a bit of advice. Okay, so I want you to offer a bit of advice to somebody out there struggling in their addiction. What do you have to say to that person?
Mm. So if you're at home or wherever you are on your cell phone and you are watching the video, just know that from the clients to the staff here at Hidden Oaks, they've all sat where you're sitting. They've been in that crossroads of, not wanting to live that way anymore, but not really knowing how to help yourself. And it doesn't make you weak to make that call or to reach out for help makes you very courageous, very brave, very strong.
Right.
And it just shows that you still have some hope and love and respect in there for yourself to want the change. So I just encourage anybody that's still at home or homeless, wherever you may be, if you are still struggling in your addiction, just reach out. Reach out to Hidden Oaks. They have a great intake coordinator, several of them. The help is there, and you won't be sorry. This place is amazing.
Thank you, Ashley. I greatly appreciate it, and I've appreciated getting to work with you over the last month and just see the change in you. And although you weren't one that came in with your head down and not wanting to be here, you wanted this from the
Yes.
jump. You wanted this from day one. So you got in and you got right to work. And I can't say enough about that. A lot of people can miss out on those first few days because they're just down in the dumps. And some people are sick, and I get that. That's understandable. Some people are going to have a detox according to what their DOC is. But you came in really just wanting to learn and grow, and you can see it all over your face. You can see it in how you interact with other clients and staff here, that you have just kind of become the leader in our family. And definitely appreciate it. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope this helps. We hope this helps somebody out there, and I think it will. Remember, hit that like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us, and we will see you on the next one. All right. Peace out.